Detroit, St. Louis. I'd like to say good morning, St. Louis. Also Alabama, Georgia, the Bahamas, New York, Oregon, Florida. Chi-Town's in the house. We got problems, St. Louis. We got some serious problems. I don't know if you know it, but I believe we got some serious problems. I'm going to take my time, if I can, and kind of give you a good understanding as to why I believe we are in trouble. I'm not trying to sound negative at all. I think we can recover from this trouble if we put in the work. I'm honestly believing that we are being deceived, and we've been deceived from the beginning. You say the beginning of what? The beginning of the developed mind. The mind has not developed. The mind is taught to seek after things that make it feel good, from homes to cars to sex to parties to vacations. And the reason you're feeling this way is because you are going the wrong way. In other words, your life expectancy is diminishing every day. Your cells are mutating, making bad copies of themselves. In other words, we have the ability to become perfected if our cells, DNA, RNA, can line up in a perfected manner to where there is no friction and or heat. We would be able to see all that there is to see and understand what we never understood. We're doing a lot of building houses, building companies. However, we're building the wrong way. There's chaos, there's noise, there's darkness, there's destruction. But our minds allow us to believe that it's the right way because we're only capable of seeing through the glass darkly. 3 dimensions of space, 1 dimension of time. As a result, we have not the ability to recognize our own demise. We must work diligently, not tomorrow, but today, to do something about this. Because if we don't, our grandbabies, great-grandbabies, great-great-grandbabies will experience the same traditions, the traditional ways of men. Our minds are going clockwise, the arrow of time, chaos, disorder, the laws of thermodynamics, entropy increases. However, we had not the ability to know that that was the case until you break out of the system in which you dwell. All are dwelling in a pot. The pot is simmering. The pot has cars. The pot has buildings, houses, gas stations, police stations, companies. The pot has everything. The pot is known as the earth, as darkness. If we don't come to the realization that all is being encoded by your mind, nothing is physical, everything is sound. And if we don't reach that level of perfection, we can't stop the breakage. The glass is breaking all around you, and the glass is causing you to believe that you're physically seeing an instrument, a car, a train, a plane, but yet you're seeing a distorted view of what your mind is creating at the micro, but yet you're not seeing it until the macro because you haven't yet reached the perfect sound. I'm going to fight for mine, St. Louis. I got no choice. Now is at home resting with his mother and father. Left the hospital yesterday. Noel is resting. So many are resting. But all will remain the same if we don't do something to lead the way for them tomorrow. I'll be damned if I sit back and play patty cake and not make things better for my grandbabies, your grandbabies, my children, your children. We must begin to understand that all is not as it appears. I understand many of you are faithful members of your church, but there's things that you must understand about the church. The building is not the answer. It's the higher level of intelligence that can understand that there is something beyond the building. 10% of your salary is not the answer. Because what it does, unfortunately, it makes the pastors live a lavishing lifestyle, but yet they fail to realize they're going nowhere. And the reason they're going nowhere is because they're literally tossing and turning and teaching an untruth, because they too are in prison, and that prison is in their mind. We are so intellectually astute and capable of exceeding those that came before us, from Einstein to Isaac Newton to Elon Musk to Tesla, because these guys are unfortunately traveling the wrong way. They're traveling towards death, but yet they think they're traveling towards the truth. And the reason they think they're traveling towards the truth is because they can't get beyond the laws of thermodynamics, the disorder, the chaos. They can't see. They're blind, but yet you're blind. So as a result, they're feeding you their formula, and you're eating it, and you're eating yourself straight to hell. The time is not tomorrow. The time is today. And I'll be damned if I don't fight for mine, because I'm one to believe that we can do it, but we must do it by putting in the work. Faith without work is dead. You must become that light that's on top of that hill. You must become what you're seeking to find, Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. We started off unknowingly knowing that we didn't know, but yet so many are dying of alcohol, drugs, addiction. So many are dying of cancer, Alzheimer's, and dementia. I'm one to believe the reason this is the case is because our cells are mutating, making bad copies of themselves, and we never knew that they were. We must get back in this race and not look at ourselves as dying, but living for the first time. And as a result of living for the first time, we can literally change hell on earth. The time is now. Take that mountain. May God bless you all and get you to understand. I love you. I'm going to fight for you. God bless.